Big data as a phenomenon is important because big data simply means more data to handle. Big data right now is really just a cost item for banks. You store data, you collect data, data just idles in the back end. The difference between data stored and data analyzed is what separates a bank with a mature big data strategy from a bank that does not have a big data strategy. And from analyzing, you monetize and you create value. In terms of big data, I believe that most FSIs in ASEAN are still at the exploratory stage of big data. You look at big data as a transformation journey as well. It's not really a one-off thing that can just happen overnight. There are instances of going like a big bang implementation, but these are very rare. So the iterative approach towards big data is what I'm expecting to see coming out from the market now, addressing the entire analytics life cycle stage by stage. IT budgets right now, as we all know it, is becoming much tighter. There's definitely an approach going towards tactical IT spending. You are looking to projects that are affecting fewer lines of business or fewer organizational stakeholders, can go live quicker. So less of a technological risk. Aligning that with the big data imperative, we are going to see much fewer big data implementations, more of an iterative approach, as I mentioned. And this would mean applying micro-analytics, for example, or in a distributed services format. And this will create a stage-by-stage approach in an organization's journey into executing its analytics lifecycle. In the past, the answer was obvious: big institutions, big data, big investments. Now, however, we are seeing a bit more of a disciplined approach towards extracting external data. And now we are seeing non-bank financial institutions, smaller players in terms of financial footprint, coming into the fray. They'll definitely need to have some sort of a leapfrog strategy into competing with the big boys. And this discipline into getting external big data, so to speak, will perhaps be a very crucial differentiator in how they approach business growth. It's very much still at a category of technologies that we call innovation accelerators here in IDC. What this means is that as we shift from the third platform school of technologies, mobility, cloud, big data, and social business, towards a theoretical fourth platform, these innovators will drive that growth. So they are really, in summary, the bleeding edge of technologies that we have in the market now. And as is characteristic of most bleeding edge technologies, they are at this point really a solution looking for a problem to solve. We have seen some degree of successes occurring in Asia. Let's take, for example, DBS's Watson wealth management decisioning engine. It has been one of the more groundbreaking of rollouts in how do you integrate cognitive computing with and to create a business proposition coming out of it. But as far as the scalability or the replicability of these successes in whatever area, small area that they're being implemented in now, we have yet to see a precedent. It could be possible, but again, theory and practice is always a different story. Most of the success will skew towards management-driven advocacy. And this is simply because I feel that the line of business, which traditionally the ones that comes up with the need for technology and the IT executes it, they do not have a desire for technology questing. They do not individually go out and seek out potential solutions that could address their business needs within the line of business. And understandably, that's not their job. Their job is to be a good banker, to give the customer the right service or to come up with the right investment product, so on and so forth. IT has always stayed IT. Business has always stayed business. I feel right now that the business needs to be empowered with some level of technological competency so that when they see a need, they can actually identify in a very cursory manner the right type of technologies that may or may not suit their needs. And then IT will then step in to support.